Well, good evening, everyone. How you doing today? I'm Virgil, the Rockwell Urban Gardener. I thought I'd come out and give you a look at my gardens and my raised beds, how they're growing. We got the rain the other day and some this morning, and everything's perking up. And all them tomatoes back there are starting to really grow, and I'm getting a lot of kale off my kale plants is right in there. I got some cucumbers right in there. I got some things going on. Let me show you down here. This is my kiddie pool. I got some cucumbers planted in there, and this makes a good container to plant just some cucumbers in. Okay, this is my lower garden, and you see them big tomato plants. I got them going pretty good there. Ain't gonna be long. We're probably gonna be looking at some tomatoes. Those are big beef. Them's the big tomatoes. Get very large. I think these three here is dwarf tomatoes. They ain't getting very big, but they are growing strong. This is some of my cabbage. Got that going on. I got a couple down there I think it's trying to put on heads. And that's my other tomatoes. I got mainly tomatoes. I got a couple of squash coming up. Got one there. Got one over there. I do have some squash growing in some 9-inch pots and cups, and I'll show you about them here in just a minute. Alrighty, got it set up for you. Let's talk about squash for a little bit. These in front of you is squash plants. I got a 6-cell. Got a 6-cell container. Pretty good size. They grow squash and anything. I try to save those, especially you're buying plants. You got growing containers looks that good. Hang on to them. But anyway, this is what squash looks like. We know what they look like at the store. But let's see. I think Lowe's is about $4 or $5 just for. We got six or more plants right there. But I think Lowe's is about $4 or $5 for just that little section right there. Well, down here I got these seeds. Got this variety, and this is a summer squash, and this one's a summer squash. That's a hybrid. Both of them's hybrids. But each one of those packs costs $1.96. I got another bunch of squash in some 9-inch pots back there like this. But let me talk a little bit about how to plant these, especially from seeds. You take a setup like that there and you fill it up with your dirt. You pack it down until you got this for soil right here underneath these. Well, let me show you about a squash seed. These squash seeds, this is 3. I get as close as I can to them. Anyway, these are squash seeds. And they got a round end and then they got a pointed end. The pointed end of the squash seed is oval and then down. That's where the roots begin to come out on your squash seeds when you plant them. So you take these seeds, once you got your soils down, you take the seed and you turn it, you point it end down, this end down to the soil, and you just push it down in the soil, about an inch part down into this, like this little cup here. But you push them down into the soil and make sure that end's pointing down, because that's the way your roots is going to grow. to grow your plant is by pointing these ends down. If you do that, once you get them down and push them all down about 1 inch, you put a little soil on the top, then you water them in good. It takes about 10 days for the roots germinate and come up. These here is about 15 days old. They're about ready to go in the garden. But this is how you can save some money. And but for our squash seed, every squash seed I think has got this same design. It's got a round tip up here at the top. Right here's the bottom. You can see at the end there, right there's where the roots come out. You just take them, point them down, roots down to the soil and push them down in there. If you do that, you'll end up with some squash plants looks like that. And those are ready to go in the ground. You may give $1.96, or if you can go to Dollar General, some of them's got squash seeds for $1. But either way, if you give $2, you can grow those like that back there, because there's a lot of seeds in there, probably 30 seeds. But if you can grow those, you've done grown 6 plants, and all them plants is about $5 or $6, and all you give was $2, so you save yourself $4 just for one pack like that. But you know, you can grow more than that. I'm just showing you, it's what I do to grow my squash plants. It doesn't matter whether they're hybrids or zucchini or patty pan or whatever squash they may be. They all start out with this kind of seed, and every one of them's got an end just like this one. Let me get close enough to it so you can see it. If you look right there, that's the root end of the seed. Take them seeds and you hold them upright and straight into the dirt and push them down in there. And this is what you'll have. It's something that looks like that. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a little tip on how to get you some squash started without breaking the bank or paying box stores outrageous prices for some plants to grow. Because I'm telling you, these days and time, people, I think they've gone nuts with this stuff. But used to go buy a container like that for $1.50 or $2, but now it's towards the $5 and $6 range. Anyway, you can grow your own seed. Maybe you don't want this particular type of squash here. Maybe you want some other type. You can grow your own. And you can grow any kind you want to grow. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. I hope it helps you out and it shows you how to plant your seeds so you'll be successful and you'll end up with some nice looking squash plants, and you can get them in the ground with some good compost and some good fertilizer and get them all growing good, and you'll have your nice harvest down the road that you can enjoy your own squash that you started from seeds. Anyway, that's going to be it for today for my video, and I hope y'all success in your garden this year, and give it a try. You probably got a couple of these containers sitting around. Fill you up one with some dirt and stick you a couple of squash seeds down in there. And cucumbers, you can do the same way, because cucumbers it's built like a squash seed, but a little smaller. But you can get you some cucumbers and squash going, and it'll be beneficial to you. And you can be enjoying some fresh fruit and vegetables. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. And until I talk to y'all the next time, I hope you have a blessed and a wonderful day.